Hi guys, welcome to SwitchedOn, Paul speaking, and today I've got a quick what is video all about a new game that's out in the eShop today on the Nintendo Switch, and that's Community Inc., which is published by Tiny Build and will cost you $14.99 in dollars and £12.99 in the UK. Just want to have a quick look at this one. I've been playing this for a little while, been through the tutorial. I'm just going to have a little look at this. Game's going to carry on my game at the moment. So this is like a little bit like the Settlers, I guess, but it's a sort of one of those city building games, but based in, it's not sort of modern buildings and stuff. You're sort of building huts and wooden shops and roads, farming, that kind of thing, with the goal of building up your community to then sell it on. And you're also battling against 8 other sort of civilizations that you can trade with and war with. I just think it's a cool little game actually for the price. If you like these sort of strategy games, just say it's a little bit like the Settlers if you've ever played that from way back in the day. Just waiting for this to load in. Your characters in the game are called Lings, and you can sort of spawn them at your crystal to sort of get new employees and give them jobs. There's 5 different jobs that they can take on, and you can swap their jobs around at any time. Unfortunately, it was spawned in here in the evening, which means it's going to be a little bit hard to see. But if I just speed the time up, hopefully by the time we finish this video, we will get to a daylight section. If I zoom out a little bit from the world, it may help you get a better idea. But basically, this is your hub here in the middle, the crystal and the fire. This is the centre of your community. And you can see here we're surrounded by trees, which are useful for your woodsmen, so you can go and chop them down. Controls are pretty well thought out. I like the controls in this game. You know, these strategy games sometimes struggle a little bit with the controls, but basically if you can see there's like 4 sort of menu types around the edges of the screen, and you just access them by pressing the D-pad in one of the 4 directions. So if I press right on the D-pad, I'll get to the right hand side menu. If I press down on the D-pad, I'll get the bottom menu here that I can flick through, and similarly the left hand side menu here if I press left. So the task we've got at the minute is collecting resources. So our woodsman is out chopping wood in the trees, and again apologies that you can't see this, but we are 4 o'clock in the morning now, so hopefully the sun will start coming up in a second, and we can slow the time back down and you can get a better look at the world in this game. I wouldn't say it's got the best graphics. As you can see here, all my lings are asleep and waking up there at 6 o'clock to resume their work. So you get these little messages from the other civilizations that are in the game. So we've got one here from the Magic Oak. He sent us a diplomacy message. Shame on you. You should honour the contracts. I remember this. They wanted us to provide some resources, which I haven't done. So we're probably just going to say sorry and cancel that. If I go over to the right-hand menu here, you can see, if I go down here, these are contracts. You will get sent contracts from the other civilizations that ask you to provide things. So this contract here is from the race of creatures called the mush faces that have got mushrooms for faces. It says that their contract was, hello, our warehouses are overflowing. Do you have any leather? We'll give you some in exchange for surplus. And surplus is the name for money in the game. So yeah, you got a time there to complete it, 4 hours and 43 minutes. That's in-game time. And they need 80 money for 10 leather. We'll do that. We'll pay that to get the leather from them. So we've got another one here. So each race in the game is they have their own likes and dislikes of other races. So if you trade with one, or if you declare war on one, it may affect the other races in the game. So you can see here the Blue Fox race, and they sent us a message saying, hey, you shouldn't trade with them, they're not good. So we've upset the Blue Fox race. Trying to remember where we can see the races. There is a section here where you can see the races. Here we go, under diplomacy. So there are the 6 races. There's actually 6, I think I might have said 8, but there's 6 and plus yourself. So you can see a bar there, that's sort of how well respected you are with that race. You can see here we've got some problems with the tree race. You can talk to them, and offer them trades and peace treaties, declare war on them. You can open your borders, so if you've got a shop in your town, you can open your borders up and they'll come and shop. So we've got another contract coming in here from the Dark Panthers. Hello, our workers are sick and we have enough healing potions. Can you help us? That's straight away that's one of the little niggles in the game. Hopefully it'll be patched out, but there are some weird sort of English mistakes. I mean, I think that's meant to say we don't have enough healing potions, because they need minor healing potions. So the actual text in the game says, our workers are sick and we have enough healing potions. Can you help us? But that doesn't make sense. If their workers are sick, they will need health potions. So I think it's just a few instances of spelling mistakes in the game. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if the developers are not English and they struggled with the translations. I'm not sure. So here we go. If we zoom in on our workers here, we can click in on the left stick to individually pick a worker. So we pick this one here, is Fantasticians. You see in the bottom left hand corner all their stats come up. If we pick another one, if we can get on one. There we go, John Dant, he's a builder. If we go down to the bottom menu here, you can hire a new Ling, and you can show their location with like markers, show just where your warriors are. So if you're getting attacked or there's fires, you can get straight to them. Here you can see here we've got Fantasank. A little bit of weirdness going on with his happiness. There's a few instances of little bugs like this. You can see there the happiness number isn't rounded up. Same problem there with Sid Dant. He's got some sort of weird long number. So hopefully some of these little niggles get patched out. But if we click into one here, so Fantasticians, there's lots of stats about them. Days have worked. There's a little bit about the the Blue Panthers out, which means we lost our screen. So if we go back into Fantasticians, so here's the workers. We can change his job. He's currently a builder. He's a level 1. He's got 4 out of 10 XP. When that gets to 10, he'll go up a level. And these are the jobs that you can assign. So there's builder, lumberjack, miner, farmer, herbalist, and tailor. And then when they upgrade, they can move on to these more advanced versions. There's also what are these here? Hunter, guard, and a blacksmith can be reached once you evolve the miner class. So that's quite good. You need to manage your workers. They can change jobs at any time. They can have multiple jobs and you can flick between them. Here's a little farmer setup. So we've got this worker here gathering crops. And this is like a workbench, a bit like in Minecraft. If we go to our crafting section here, you can craft all of these items. Sometimes you'll get other races asking you to make like weapons or tools for them, which is pretty cool. You can filter that right down. So combat, furnishing, food, healthcare. That's quite cool. We've trying to build a couple of buildings here. Oh, there's a contact from the Blue Fox. Blue Fox is friendly, loves to chat. They're great builders and the smallest of all their races. Community loves to live near rivers and are resistant to cold and snow. You may be able to make out here in the video some low-res textures as well, like the portrait images here of the races aren't great. Really look like they've been stretched up from small images, which again, just a little niggle. It's a shame. Again, if you bear in mind the price of this game, and you know, if you're a big fan of strategy games, you may be able to overlook things like that, but just bear it in mind. There are some rough edges on this one. Similarly here, if I zoom in, these icons, I mean, look how low res these icons are. Don't look too bad when you're zoomed out, of course, but it's just these little bits of lack of polish that are around at the moment. So here are a couple of buildings that I'm trying to build. One is a house, this one is a house, and here I'm trying to build a shop. You can see you need these resources to build them. So we need 3 stone, 6 wood, 4 fibre, I think it is, or 4 wheat, straw, and 4 fibre. We're still collecting those resources at the moment. And I believe if I go up to the calendar, the game plays out over 1 month. So you get 30 days basically. So I don't think it goes on too long. But you get 30 days to complete the game and get your community in such a state that it's a sellable prospect for other races. It looks like there's another race in the background there. Maybe it's just the way the plants and rocks are. As you can see on the calendar here as well, you've got different weather types. That affects what can grow, what creatures come out, all that kind of stuff. Like if you see here from the 13th of the month, We've got snow, so that means that our workers will be cold. They'll need clothing and shelter. They also need, the right amount of food and sleep. So it's quite a game that's got a bit of depth about it. See another low-res texture there with the mush faces. So just a quick look at this one. So I haven't had much time to play it. Not sure I'm going to do a full review on it, but if you've got any questions, want me to look into anything, just drop me a line below and I will try and jump on that for you. But so far it's okay. It's, as I say, £12, $15. It's not the most expensive game. If you like this sort of civilization, sort of settler type games, maybe one to look into for you. It's got quite a few interesting premises and mechanics that are different to these sort of games on the Switch so far. So yeah, there you go. That's Community Inc. from Tiny Build. It's out today, 4th of October, on the Nintendo Switch eShop. And so let me know if you pick this one up. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Cheers, bye bye.